Okay, y'all, hands up everyone who has put a new hard drive in their PS4. Anyone? No? I jest, of course. A lot of people have done it, but I hadn't done it until recently. You see, I've got two PS4s. I've got a PS4 Pro, which is sitting in the living room with a 1TB hard drive in it, and I've got the original model of the PS4 in the gaming room, and that is completely stock with its original 500GB hard drive. I've been finding that has not been enough. I wanted more space, so I decided over the Boxing Day sales to not only get a nice little jumper, some screen protectors for my Switch Lite, I also got a new 1TB SSD hard drive. So I thought this would be the best time to perform an upgrade on one of my gaming room consoles. So, hello fellow gamers, and this is me replacing my PS4 hard drive. Is it as easy as everyone says it is? So, as I mentioned earlier, I picked up a new 1TB solid state drive from the Boxing Day sales, and I'm upgrading the hard drive in my PS4. So this SSD is going straight into my laptop. Yep, that's right, my laptop. And I can see some of you already starting to write out in your comments, but you should put the new drive in your PS4. It will run far faster. That's true. I'm not denying that. But quite frankly, I feel as though I'd benefit more from it being in my laptop as opposed to my PS4. It runs pretty sluggishly, and I feel as though the SSD on it is going to give it a really huge boost. Now, replacing the laptop one means that the old laptop hard drive can go in my PS4, and it should still make a big difference. It's a 1TB drive still, rather than the 500GB in the PS4 right now, and it's a hybrid drive. It's part mechanical, part SSD, so it should load games faster anyway. So let's get right to it. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the laptop side of this. All I needed to do was clone the internal hard drive, do a quick format, and check the old hard drive for any problems before we start. In order to help with this process, I bought an external 2.5-inch hard drive caddy. It connects via USB 3, and it doesn't even need any screws, it just slides open and shut, so it's really convenient. If you're after one of these, maybe in the process of backing up your own PS4, I'll leave a link in the description down below for you. So anyway, we wiped the old hard drive, we've run a check over it, and it's absolutely pristine, there's not a problem with it. So it's ready to go into the PS4. Now, I'd never replaced a hard drive on a PS4 before, but I know that it's supposed to be a very simple process. Just undo a couple of screws, replace the hard drive, put them back in, and off you go. Except there are a couple of steps there which need to be brought to light. Now, I'll be absolutely honest, one of the main concerns I've got with this process is losing any of the games that I've got on the hard drive. Now, I know that you can simply just re-download them from your library again, but there are some items, such as the PT demo that I have, that you cannot download anymore, and I don't want to lose it. Now, I have done a system transfer on the PS4. I've done it between the original PS4 and the PS4 Pro when I picked that up, and it transferred everything over. I left it overnight, connected together with an Ethernet cable, and it just copied everything over, including the PT demo. So I suppose if I do lose it on this, I guess it's not the end of the world. But I took steps to make sure that that wouldn't happen. So the first thing we need to do here is perform a backup of the old drive. Now, thankfully, I had a spare portable hard drive that I could use to back up this one. This is a hard drive that I want to use on a soft modded Wii U. Now, this will explain the twin USB cable that I'm using here. One of the problems that you may have with portable hard drives when you use them in your console is that they might not get enough power from your USB ports. That's why it's always recommended to use standalone ones which have their own power supply. But another way around it with the portable hard drives is to get a twin USB one, so it plugs into both of your USB ports. One is for data and one is for that little bit of extra power to make sure that it doesn't die on you. So we started the backup process. Oh boy, that's going to take a while. I'm going to need something to do. So we've got some time to kill. Let's put this screen protector on the Switch Lite. It's one of those tempered glass ones, so it should be pretty durable. Oh heck, they've really given us a lot of instructions here. Wet and dry wipes? Never seen these before. Oh well, let's put them to use.
Two hours later.
Ooh, that peeling feeling. Okay, now the screen's clean, let's put on the screen protector. Ugh, bubbles. I'm going to have to spend some time just getting these bubbles off of this screen.
Three hours later. Six and a half hours later.
Right, well after spending an age getting those bubbles out, it's absolutely perfect. Great. Right, how's the backup doing? I just spent the rest of the time just hatching a couple of thousand eggs on Pokemon Sword and Shield. And it's finally done! Right, now let's get this hard drive replaced. So as you can see, I've got the original model here with the shiny side panel here. And these are really easy to open up. You just need to slide the shiny panel aside in order to access the hard drive. Now we've just got this one screw we need to undo. And we just slide the hard drive out of the chassis. We then need to unscrew the screws from the frame. Right, time for the new hard drive. Let's just slot it in there. Screw it back up again. Pop it in. And click. Sorted. Now it's time to boot up the PS4 with the new hard drive installed. Now since it's blank, we're going to need to install the software again. Now this was where I was having a few issues. It didn't matter how many times I tried and re-downloaded the software again, it simply wouldn't accept this USB stick that I was using. Luckily, I managed to find a backup. Sorry, Sony. Really, I am. After a bit more time and a couple of reboots, we managed to get booted up into the PS4 just fine, with a completely blank slate. Now it's time to restore the backup, and this is pretty important if we want to get the PT demo back on here. Pretty much the same as before, you just choose restore instead of backup and leave that to restore for another couple of hours. So I ran off to hatch another couple of thousand Pokemon eggs. Okay, the restoration's complete. Come on now. Okay, we're in. Everything looks the same as before. Same theme and everything. Yes! The PT demo is still there. And it's still running fine. Now, it's still too early for me to tell whether this hybrid drive has improved the performance, but given all of the comparisons that I've seen online, it should definitely improve it by quite a bit. But hey, at least we've got a couple of more 100 gig to play with, eh? So, that was a little something that I did over Christmas anyway, and it's resulted in my PS4 having more capacity. It's gone up by 2 times, up to a 1 terabyte, and it's resulted in me having a 500 gig portable hard drive that I can use anywhere I want, on whatever I want, to be honest. So, yeah, turned out alright. I'm now going to be putting this through its paces and install quite a few more games onto it, so I've got a lot more games readily available in the gaming room as and when I want to play them. But anyway, I'm going to leave you there. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to tell me what you thought of the video with a like or dislike down below, or even leave a comment with your experiences on replacing a hard drive on your own PlayStation 4. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.